Happy Saturday, August 16th. Full MLB slate breakdown. Once again, coming at you guys live from Rude Bets. If you're new here, make sure you drop a subscription, like, and comment. Let me know how you guys do off of these videos. And let's jump into what we got today, man. This is something I absolutely love seeing. Just all the different wins people are posting using the site that I'm about to show you, using the site that I've built for these people to find these wins. So scrolling through this every morning definitely makes doing what I do worth it. Just tons of wins all the time, man. It feels so good to see that. So thank you guys for posting those wins if it is you posting them. If you guys are involved in the Discord and posting it, and if you're using the site and supporting the business that I've built. Thank you all for that support. I really do appreciate it. As always, we got the 25% off code for you to join, code RUDE. Makes it pretty darn cheap. And I will warn people, once NFL comes out and NBA, the price will be going up a little bit, so I say get in now. Get in now. Lock yourself into a lower price. Once we have multiple sports running on the site, it costs me money to ingest all of that data, host all of that data. So we do have to increase the price a little bit once multiple sports come out. So get in now and lock in that price so that you aren't affected by a price increase. Just a little pro tip. NFL does come out in like 2 weeks. So we're gearing up for that. Get ready for that, man. Get ready for that. All right. Let's go ahead and let me quickly tweet out the stream link. Tweet out the stream link. Hold on. Sorry, I got an echo going here from going to my own channel. Okay. All right. And then Game 1, Pirates-Cubs. How about yesterday? We did say the Pirates were good value on that money line yesterday, man. I don't know if anybody ended up taking it. I didn't. I said the only play I really saw in the game was Pirates money line. It hit. So if anybody had any interest in that game, it was a good play. Maybe if I didn't say I love the challenge, it'll hit. Brother Seba, I'm about to ban the word challenge in the chat. If it hits, it hits, man. It's just something for fun. The books have ruined it anyway. Also, morning, Annie. Morning. Annie Hole Jacks, N.A. The books have ruined the challenge. If we're being honest, the challenge probably is never going to hit. The books ruined it. Earlier in the year, it was way easier. You could throw down like Nick Kurtz. You could throw down like a Nick Kurtz. Let me see. What's my Twitter X handle? It's Rude Bets with an underscore at the end. Rude Bets with an underscore, Moo. It might be linked on my Twitch profile too. I think there's like a socials links or whatever. But back in the day, like even like 2 months ago, you could get away with like a Byron Buxton, Nick Kurtz, Ketel Marte, Juan Soto for like with a boost that'll get you plus 100,000 odds. No, I don't think there's a command for it. I think it's just on my profile. Actually, socials might be the command. Let's see. I thought I had a command for it. It's on my profile though. But yeah, you used to be able to get away with a lot for that 1 to 1,000 challenge. Nowadays, pretty much every single hitter is chilling at plus 250. Like every good home run hitter is like plus 250 odds, which is it's something. It's something. So we got to get really weird with it every single day. We got to get creative. We got to pull out some of this. You see a lot of the same names. We're going Altuve back-to-back days. We got Colson Montgomery again, who we often have. Lourdes Gurriel. Like, come on, man. Closest we got was the Yelich one leg off. I've had 3 of those, Seba. There have been 3 times there's been 1 leg off. One where Toro missed, one where Dylan Moore missed, and one where Yelich missed. There have been 3 times it's been 3 out of 4. And then the 2 out of 4s, like I said, when the odds used to be favorable for batters, 2 out of 4 was happening daily or every other day. Now yesterday we had a Bryce Harper 1 out of 4, I guess, but I think it was 1 out of 4. I don't even remember who we put yesterday. We had Harper hit. Yeah, I think it was just 1 out of 4. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Pirates, Cubs. Well, not really much on the money line here. Cubs minus 225. Not a fan of that. But I'm also not a fan of the Pirates today as underdog like I was yesterday. Mike Burrow's going up against Shota Imanaga. Imanaga's been pretty solid. Yeah, Imanaga's been pretty a little bit better than average. Although his home run numbers are pretty high. Ugh. His home run numbers are a little high, but as we saw yesterday, Brandon Young, the guy gives up a home run to 8% of batters and he goes perfect through 8 innings. Like, he had a perfect game going in the 8th. Like, the worst statistical pitcher you'll find in baseball against a very good team. That's baseball, man. That was the best matchup of the day. That was the top matchup of the day for batters versus pitcher. And the guy has a perfect game into the 8th inning. Wow. Patrick, yo, what's good, man? What's good? Look, if you're looking for a long shot, I don't think it's worth taking, but Leover Peguero, his odd, this is what I'm talking about, chat. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying the books have just completely lost the plot. They've just completely lost the plot with home runs. Leover Peguero, plus 450, plus 425, plus 340. This guy's in the plus 400s. He has 2 homers on the year. Or 3 homers on the year. We're chilling in the plus 400s. It's just, they've lost the plot, man. It's depressing. It really is. It's upsetting. It just takes the love of the game for home runs gone. The guy's got, okay, I guess he has 4 homers, right? 50% and 2, yeah. So he has 4 homers on the season. And they got him chilling at plus 400. So I wouldn't even say he's a good long shot today because he's got a really small sample size of data. Yeah, he's got 2 homers and 15 at-bats versus lefties. They're both in the same game against the same pitcher. So, come on now. Man, the books have lost the plot on the home runs. The problem is the home run plays just got way too popular. They got way too popular. I'll take some fault in that. I will take some fault in that because I've been running. I was the first person to come to market really with a good home run model over a year ago, and it did really, really well. The odds used to be really, really juicy, and now every capper you see is doing home run plays, and they're just throwing anybody on there. So the book's like, well, if you're going to keep taking, I don't know, you're going to keep taking like a O'Neal Cruz at plus 280, we're going to keep giving it to you. You know what I mean? So now they've just completely lost the plot. Thoughts on all the people getting exposed? I'm not, I wouldn't say it's like surprising. That's how it's always been. That's how it's always been. That's why I've always said since day one that I started this business, January of 2024, I am not a capper. I'm not here to give people picks. I will post picks that I take, but it's very clear, and I say it outlines it in the Discord, like in the terms of service. When everywhere you go in the Discord, it's like, I'm not here to give you winning picks. I'm going to take picks that I like to take because I like to have fun with this. I'm giving you data to make your own picks. That's my whole point. Yeah. When someone ever throwing their money to get rich, yeah, I get it. Here's the thing. That's the thing is like cappers now at some point, like all those Discord communities, like they're essentially a commodity. There's no difference between any 2 Discords. Sorry, we're getting off track here, you 2 people. There's no real difference between any 2 Discords. That they don't offer anything. You know what I mean? Like what I offer is I offer you guys tools. I offer research tools to allow people to actually. I do offer a community. You can collaborate. We have a lot of people who've made friendships in the Discord. Like, they shoot the shit every single day. They're buddies, whatever. But I'm not there to offer you a pick service that you could do on your own with this. You know what I mean? Like all the other Discords, they don't offer you anything. They don't give you. Nobody gives you a tool or an app. Nobody gives you an app like this. That doesn't exist because nobody can make an app like this. You know what I mean? It's very hard to make this. This is not an easy thing to make and maintain. That's the thing is, if you want to join a Discord for the community, whatever, that's fine. I don't care. But yeah, at the end of the day, like you're going to have hot months, you're going to have cold months with people in Discords. Like that's all it is. Like there are going to be times where these people go crazy and they hit. There's going to be times where they're ice cold and they lose a ton of money. Like especially if they don't provide any sort of service, value, outside of just them using my site. That's the thing is, like, a lot of the cappers too, it's so funny. Like, I see a lot of these winning slips that are posted, and I'm like, I know they got that from my site. Like, I saw somebody the other day that cashed a slip with Paul DeJong and who else was it? It was Paul DeJong and somebody else. And both of them were like not common home run plays, but both of them were on my leaderboard that we discussed at the end of the stream. Nobody else had Paul DeJong that day on a home run slip, man. And I was like, I know for a fact you use my site, and I know for a fact that it probably was taken from it. Like, there's cappers that use it too. That's always fun to see. Other than that, though, in this game, I mean, Michael Busch possibly for a home run today. Let's get back on track here. Michael Busch plus 340, like, it's fair value. It's not terrible, but this is what I'm talking about, man. These odds in these home run plays lately have just been brutal. Plus 340, it's okay. I'll say Busch is definitely someone that should be in the plus 300s. Anybody that's at 20, 25 homers, yeah, okay. If you're in the plus 300s, I'll accept that. Those are fair odds. Other than that, though, the Cubs are way too cold to really take anybody. They're just too cold other than Michael Busch. Game 2, Rangers, Blue Jays. I'm telling you guys, to be successful in sports betting, like, obviously you're not going to win all the time. It's going to be a long grind. But, like, you really need two things. You need a data model like this to originate plays. The only place you can find a real one that you don't have to build yourself is rudebets.com. And you need an odds scanner, an odds screener. Like, this is the only two things you need to be successful. If you want to join a community for, like, collaboration and, like, just, like, get other opinions and have fun and have a community, that's awesome too. But, like, the real only two things you need is an odds screener to make sure you're getting the best price, and a data model to make sure that those prices are quote-unquote fair. Once you have those two things, it just comes down to you turning over the rocks and looking through it. You know what I mean? It just comes down to you turning over the rocks and finding as many good value plays that you can find. And then from there, it's whatever happens in the game happens. Like, at that point, it's out of your hands. You took plays that have good value, and you will win some, you will lose some. Hopefully you win more than you lose. And it's going to be a small rate. You know, you're going to win maybe 3-5% more than you lose. And it's going to be a long grind. You'll increase your unit size and you'll go up. That's how it goes. Unless you're into, like, the long shot parlays, then it's going to be, you know, the graph's going to go drip, 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 spike. Drip, 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 spike. You know, like, it's just a completely different strategy. So it just depends what your goals are. But yeah, that's really all you need. It's really all you need. If you can build a model like this, props to you. Tell you right now, this one alone, the MLB one alone, probably took me 250 hours just to build it. Then it takes a few hours a day to maintain it. So that's why I just come buy one. Come buy mine. It's less than $1 a day. I do all the work for you. In this one, though, what even happened? Oh, yeah, this was a wild game. That's right. Rangers were up the whole game, and then the Jays came back and won it in their last at bat. That was wild. This was a wild one. I have the Blue Jays at minus 153. Current best price is minus 154. So, once again, how do you know my model is good? Well, if I'm able to model out a game that's very similar to what the actual line is, which you see pretty often, then clearly I'm on to something, right? Minus 153 expected odds, so there's no value in this money line. Patrick Corbin going up against Eric Lauer. Lauer got destroyed against the Yankees, surprisingly, and not. Player straights and do two-leg chasing lotto is going to... Yeah, exactly. That's why my lotto challenge is the $1 to 1,000 challenge. That's exactly why I just do a $1 challenge. Like, if it hits, I'm really happy. If I lose on it, I don't even remember the play. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fraction of what I would put on, like, my money lines or whatever else. So those lottos are fun to take. Like, they're a fun sweat when they start to hit, but you just put $1 on it and that's it. Move on. Otherwise, you're just going to be... Like, I get people who will, like, text me, like, I put $20 on that, and I'm like, why? We have a 1 in 1,000 chance to hit that. Brewers game was insane. Brewers game was insane. That was fun. What's weird is we were down 8-1, and I never had a doubt. I was like, oh, they're gonna win this game still. That's where I'm at with that team. More we were hoping for a better day for home run reads. Had a little from non-ace Ks. Found Robert on cows. Got something for Schwarber. Yeah, I mean at the end of the day, if they hit home runs, here's the thing with the home run reads, right? Like, I'll give you the reads. You can see the probabilities on the screen, right? Like, if we say, like, oh, this guy's a decent guy for a home run, usually his chance to hit one's like 30%. You know what I mean? That means 70% of the time he's not going to hit a homer. So, just got to keep that in mind. If you're taking home run plays, we're looking at small probabilities here. We're looking at 20, 30% chance at most. At most. So, overall, this game, pretty boring. Pretty boring. Don't really like anything on the Rangers. We're just looking at Lauer. Lauer's pretty darn good. 25% strikeout rate, 19% hits rate. He's a product of the Milwaukee Brewers pitching system. So clearly he's onto something. His home runs are a little bit of a weakness here, 3%. It's not much. It's a little bit worse than average. Walk rate's really good, though. Runs per innings pitch rate's really good. So Lauer's pretty solid overall. Seager does do well against lefties. 1.97 total bases per hit. He slugs lefties pretty well. But I just don't like that probability. It just doesn't feel like it's a good read. On the other side, yeah, I mean, mainly it's more of a hits, runs, and RBIs game. I mean, Blue Jays are actually really similar to the Brewers. They're not a big home run team. They're a very big, like, batting average team, right? So guys like Clement, Vladdy, Bo, all three of these guys will probably be pretty good today. They'll probably all get hit, maybe 2 hits, probably score runs, stuff like that. Game 3, Phillies Nationals. Phillies here, minus 146. I don't love it. Taijuan Walker versus Cade Cavalli. I mean, there's not really much value on the Nats, though, only at plus 124. It's kind of a bad line. That's a pretty big hold. If you don't know what the hold is, that's how much the book takes so that they win no matter what side the public is on. There's a minus 146 on the Phillies, and there's a plus 124 on the Nats. A zero hold would be like what I have here, minus 119, plus 119. Means that, the probabilities to win equal 100. If you do minus 146 and plus 124, that doesn't equal 100%. That means, like, they're probably holding 3 or 4%. So it's a pretty bad line, pretty bad split. Plus 124 is not very good. I don't mind some of the guys here on the Nats against... Here, let's look at Walker. Taijuan here, a little bit shaky. He's gotten better. Still, this doesn't really strike out batters. Not nearly as much as league average. Home runs is getting better. He's about average there now. Hits, he's about average. Walks, he's a little bit better than average. Yeah, Taijuan Walker's gotten better, man. He has gotten better. He used to be a meatball target, but definitely is he's improved. He's improved. Schwarber plus 196. I can't justify it. I can't justify a plus 196 home run play. I just can't. Not at a 26% chance. Does he hit one today? 1 out of 4 times he'll hit one today, I guess. You know what I mean? If you run this game 4 times, he hits it once. But not at a plus 196. I can't justify it. There is a plus 220 on BetMGM. That's all right. It's not as bad. Cavalli here, 2% of batters hit a home run off him. Strikeout rate's pretty average. Hits average. Walks average. This guy's literally average at everything. He's identical to the league average. So this guy, Cavalli, after 2 starts, he's pretty much the poster child for average pitcher. Yeah, I mean, Phillies, Marsh, You said you like Harrison Bader. I don't have him in the lineup right now. When he gets put in, maybe. But Bryce Harper. Harper could be okay for hits, runs, and RBIs today. Not a bad read. There's probably other guys on the board that I'm going to like more. Castellanos actually might not be bad too, but his pitch mix is rough. Looks like Castellanos really struggles against a changeup. Okay, so that changeup is where the damage is happening here on the pitch mix. James Wood on the other side. I mean, if James Wood was still back in... Here's the thing. This is what drives me nuts with the books, man. James Wood, after the home run derby, he didn't hit a home run for 20 games? His lines were up to plus 500, plus 525. He's hit 1 home run. 1 home run since that. And now his lines are back down in the low 300s. We got a plus 305, a plus 340, a plus 340, plus 305, plus 325. He hit one homer, and you dropped his odds by plus 200? The guy hit 1 home run. What are we doing? I'm telling you, man, the books they've lost the plot on home runs. They've completely lost the plot. I like him for a home run today, but at plus 340, not so much. I mean, I guess you got to work with what we got, but it's crazy to me. It's just mind-boggling to me. Got a hair on it. There we go. Yeah. Taking Josh Bell. I mean, I don't hate Josh Bell. His numbers have gotten terrible. He was a good play like 2 months ago. Josh Bell was a really good play on a nightly basis. His exit velos are really high. He was smacking the ball. Now he's just, I don't know. He's not really doing anything. Plus 430, plus 475. I mean, yeah. Low, he actually just got cut, so he should be out of this lineup. Really, the only guy I would take today is probably James Wood for like hits, runs, and RBIs. Almost better to take a either or player. Yeah, I haven't really looked into that because I don't know. I still just don't like being in the plus 100s, even though you're getting 2 chances at it. You get like a plus 130 or something for like an either or. It's like, at that point, I'd rather just find like a 2 total bases for like plus 110. You know what I mean? That takes the fun away from me for the home run plays because the odds are just terrible at that point. I'd much rather just take guys for 2 total bases. But yeah, if you want to. Marlins, Red Sox. Dylan Cruz is a good pick? Maybe. He just hasn't really done anything. That's more of like a gut feel play, I feel like. He doesn't have the numbers. Red Sox, minus 180. Nah, not really. I don't think they're a minus 180 today. They're a minus 170. I don't know what happened yesterday. 2-1 final score. Yikes. There was a lot of weird stuff yesterday, actually. In terms of like scores. We had a 3-1 game in the White Sox Royals, 2-3 in the Dodgers, a lot of low scoring, 4-3 in the D-backs and Rockies, 2-0 Braves Guardians, 7-0 with basically a perfect game for against the Astros, 2-1 Marlins Red Sox, 3-2 Pirates Cubs. Some brutal scores. Some brutal little baby scores yesterday. Kurtz finally hit a home run. Oh, I didn't see that. There you go. Wow. Man, that A's ballpark is just lovely. August baseball is always weird, though. Yeah, so Red Sox should win this game, but I don't love the value on the money line. Stowers. I mean, hey, plus 600 for Kyle Stowers. If you can get that line, that's worth a shot. There's some value in that. Wilyer Abreu. Stowers is cold right now. Yeah, he's cold. I mean, he's doing pretty well still. He still has really good numbers. But this is like you got to take the value where you get it. You know what I mean? The second he hits a home run, his line's going back in the 300s. It's like James Wood. Bregman's all right today again for hits, runs, and RBIs. Same with Duran. Other than that, I mean, Stowers and Marcy and Xavier Edwards all look pretty solid today too. Mariners Mets. Let's see. Oh, we can't do this game. That's right. We have a debut alert. For the Mets pitcher, Nolan McLean. So, that being said, obviously we can't model a game if we have no data points. So, nothing for the Mariners-Mets game, unfortunately. Brewers-Reds. Soto got a bobblehead day. We can look at some of the Mets guys later. We just can't go into that game. Brewers minus 116. They're at minus 126. Yeah, not a whole lot there. The only real guy I'd like today on the Brewers would be Yelich and Vaughn up against Zach Littell. Against Priester, it's really just kind of Ellie. Mets SMH. Yeah, you're taking Soto for the bobblehead day? Yeah, I guess you could. On the Reds today, it's really just kind of Ellie. I don't know. Quinn Priester, this guy's a bit of a beast. Strikeouts, he's not a big strikeout guy. He's average there, but his hits numbers, 21%, doesn't really. He's pretty average, actually, on the surface. His runs are pretty good, but interesting. Yeah, I like Yelich. I mean, if you guys know anything about Christian Yelich, he dominates in Cincinnati. He has 3 cycles. All 3 of them are against the Reds. 2 of them are in Cincinnati. He almost had another one last night. He had 2 homers, a double, and a single last night. He's got like 30 home runs against the Reds in his career, which is like the most. Like, Yelich, if there's any team you take Yelich against, it's the Reds. Like, you can blindly take him against the Reds, and he historically has performed very, very well. So, yeah, Yelich today for a home run. I'd run it back. I am running it back. It's on the 1 to 1,000. I'm running Yelich back. His numbers, Christian Yelich numbers versus Reds. 3 cycles versus them is nuts. Here we go. This is what I was saying. Career batting average of 286 against the Reds with 140 hits, 28 home runs, 90 RBIs, and 87 runs scored in only in 130 games. So a baseball season, for example, is 162 games. So he has another 32 games to go against the Reds to complete one full season, essentially. He's at a 28 home run, 90 RBIs. This is like pretty much Cal Raleigh numbers, a little bit less. This is like Juan Soto numbers right now on the season, but 90 RBIs and 286 average. The guy just destroys the Reds. He has a Hall of Fame level number against the Reds. It's crazy. So yeah, Yelich against the Reds, a blind play. Orioles, Astros. We got to start cooking through this stream, man. I am taking way too long. Astros plus 120. I don't mind the Orioles as a dog today at plus 118, but actually, I think there might be a potential, like, I don't know, some weird stuff's going on with the Orioles today. I don't know who's actually, if Rico's confirmed, what's going on here, man. Yeah, they said Soto bobblehead tonight. Someone said that in the chat. I don't know. I'm not a Mets fan, so I couldn't verify that, but it might be a Mets Soto bobblehead night. Not sure. Let's see Jason Alexander's numbers here. Oh, interesting. So he walks guys, I guess, but other than that, he didn't really do anything else. Hits, he's normal. Home runs, he's normal. He's actually a little better at home runs. Strikeouts, he's a little worse. He does walk some guys here and there, but Jason Alexander's not too bad. This is kind of an ugly game. This is kind of an ugly game. I'm pretty interested in Jose Altuve, though. I do like running him back. I think plus 500 is a good price. Plus 426 is fair value. Like I said earlier, you got to pick and choose your spots where you're going to actually get an okay line for a home run. Altuve is one of them today. Other than that, against what's Rico working with here? Damn, strikes out a lot of people. Doesn't give up many hits. Home runs, okay. So he does have an issue with home runs. But he only pitches like an inning. He's an opener. Interesting. Honestly, I don't really have much of a read on this game other than Altuve. I don't really like much about that one. Jeremy Pena's a sneaky guy. Jeremy Pena's always good, but I'm more interested in Pena against lefties, honestly. Braves, Guardians. We liked the Braves yesterday. I like the Braves again. No, I don't. I actually don't mind the Guardians today. Joey Wentz against Slade, Ciccone. Ozuna for a homer could be all right today. Unless he's in the 300s again somehow. Let's see. Ozuna is, yep, there he is. Plus 330. Plus 475 on MGM. That's actually a pretty good line. So MGM is the place for home runs. If you're looking for home runs, sign up for BetMGM. That is where the home runs exist. Like every single best odds line for home run is on MGM. Every single time. So I like Ozuna today, I guess. For a homer. On the other side, Angel Martinez. What's he working with here? 311 batting average versus lefties. Okay. Yeah, that was a really epic start. First pitch homer. Yeah, Jose Ramirez looks okay. I mean, really, this probably is going to be a relatively boring game again. Guardians on the money line. That's really all. Ozuna for a homer is not bad though. It's not terrible, but he's going to be home run or bust. Like he doesn't look good on hits, runs, and RBIs. He doesn't look good on total bases. Terrible batting average. He's really just home run or bust. On the other side, I don't really like any of the Guardians for a homer. Jose and Angel look okay for like getting hits, runs, and RBIs though. Game 9 White Sox Royals. White Sox at plus 122. Sean Burke. Bet 365 is these nuts. Okay, that's good to know. I can't get on there, but it's good to know. I don't mind the White Sox today. I wouldn't. Yeah. At plus 122, it's okay. Colson Montgomery for a homer today, I guess, is in play. Definitely in play. 22% chance here, plus 355. That's definitely in play. Other than that, on the White Sox, I mean, Lennon Sosa looks good to get a hit. Mike Tauchman to get a hit. Lennon Sosa respected coin yesterday. That's good to hear. What did he do yesterday? 1 for 4 with the RBI and a run. Yeah. Oh, a home run. Okay, he had a solo homer. Well, that'll do it. I don't mind him today again for hits, runs, and RBIs. But really, the home run guy would be Colson. On the other side, Bobby matches up really well here. I like Bobby for hits, runs, and RBIs, but same with Vinny. It's pretty much the same story every day for the Royals. Bobby and Vinny look good. That's about it. Not really interested in much for home runs here. This is a very hard ballpark to hit home runs in. That's why Colson's only at 22%, and that's the number one guy on this entire game. So, nothing really crazy. Yankees, Cardinals. Who wants to say what I said yesterday about the Yankees before I say it? Why did the Cardinals lose yesterday? Because they allowed. Don't sleep Salvi caches. Salvi can be. When I sign up for the site, get in the Discord. Yeah, you can connect your Discord from the site right there. Salvi, everyone loves Salvi, man. Yep, there you go, Seba. Homers are bust. And what won them the game yesterday? A 2-run home run from Jazz Chisholm Jr. In the first inning, that got him off to the races. So, yeah. Sonny Gray versus Max Fried. I mean, what the hell is this pitching matchup? Jesus, that's going to be a boring game. Yankees minus 146, and the Cardinals are plus 124. So no value on there and no value on there. Cardinals are fair value at plus 124, I guess. But Yankees love blowing leads. Yes, they do. But they need home runs to win games. I can't tell you the last time the Yankees won a game without hitting a home run, like a 2 or 3 run homer. If they hit a 2 or 3 run home run, they win the game, and that's pretty much what they do every game that they win. It's just like, okay. It's the script. They have like the same script every game. Like they hit a 2 or 3 run homer and they win the game. Like that's how they win the game. That's it. So, Sonny Gray, how do you look for home runs? That's going to be very important here. 3%. Okay, so you're not that good. You're not that bad. You're about average. About average. Negative 3% home run weather here, so nothing crazy. Pitch mixes aren't great. I mean, Aaron Judge most definitely is not worth it. He's the highest probability here. Stanton respects coin. Stanton does respect coin. I don't have him in the lineup right now. Maybe he'll be popped in there once they confirm it. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I'm not taking Yankees for hits. It's home runs or bust, and the only guys that look all right today would be Jazz and Trent. But yesterday we liked the odds on Jazz. We did say it. You can watch the video back. I said Jazz looked pretty decent on the odds. Today, not so much. Not a huge fan. Let's see. Ivan Herrera. We're not chasing Ivan against lefties. I'm done with it. We also only have him at a 13% chance today. So it's not even that good of a potential matchup here. But I'm just done with it. Aaron Judge not hitting a home run until tomorrow. He loves Sundays. Maybe he's a day game guy. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm done chasing Ivan against lefties. But his numbers, though, like, just look at that real quick. 343, 2.09 total bases per hit. He does mash lefties. He does mash them. But overall, I'm not a huge fan of this one. Two good pitchers, Fried versus Sonny Gray. In theory, should be pretty low scoring. Should be a pretty grinded out game. Maybe a home run wins it, but that's about it. Tigers Twins. Interesting one here. Tigers minus 133 is pretty good value. Casey Mize versus Zebby Matthews. Sonny Gray's not that bad, man. Sonny Gray's not that bad. Can I ask your opinion on the pitcher weak spots? I think that is the trappiest trap of all traps. If I don't want to be offensive here. I really am going to try to not be offensive because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe I'm the idiot. Maybe I'm the fool. But I think anybody that says take Kerry Carpenter because Zebby Matthews is bad against the third batter in the order. If you say those words out loud, if anybody says those words out loud as like actionable insight, I think you're brain dead. Or I think you're scamming people. Or I think maybe you just don't know better. You don't understand math and science. I don't know. I'm trying to be nice here because maybe I'm the idiot, honestly. Like, I could be the one that's wrong and everybody else is right. But think about it for 2 seconds. Why would a pitcher have any troubles against a third person in the order from the second or from the fourth or from the fifth? Have we ever thought about maybe, just maybe, the teams that guy has faced has had their best hitter in that spot? And that's why it's a quote-unquote weak spot. Like, maybe this pitcher faced Aaron Judge and Cal Raleigh and Christian Yelich and somebody else in the third spot. So and those guys are just really good hitters. And that's why those numbers reflect that the third spot's bad. You know what I mean? Have we ever just thought about it for 2 seconds that like maybe there's no correlation between weak spot and success? It's actually just a pattern within the noise that doesn't mean anything. So if people say that, if people talk about that, I want y'all to go do me a favor. I'm going to plug someone real quick. Here. On YouTube, look up Unabated. And look up, do trends actually work in sports betting? This is why I've been screaming for years. He just posted this 3 weeks ago. But this video right here, this guy's a professional. This guy, he's a very good sports bettor. He's top of cream of the crop, right? Go watch this video about do trends actually work in sports betting. So I've been screaming for over a year. But he breaks it down in a really good way. It's easy to understand. He shows you the numbers. He shows you the data. Trends don't mean anything. They're just pattern in the noise that don't act. They're not real patterns. They're just random patterns in the noise that people focus on. So, yeah. If weak spots, quote unquote weak spots, they're really just this guy has faced really good hitters in that past that have hit in that same spot. It's not that he like somehow magically struggles against the third or fourth person in the batting order. Like suddenly as he's pitching, he's like, oh no, I'm facing the third guy. I'm going to be bad. Like it. Oh my God. When people talk like that, it just exposes them. That if anything, it just exposes them. Like that's all. So once again, I might be the fool. I might be the one that's wrong. I might be the idiot. Just sharing my opinion on it. So Prop Finder, any of those apps that post that kind of content, they're just baiting you. It's just a trap. It's just a bait trap that they think is good content. I like Buxton and Wallner for home runs today on this team, though. I don't mind Carpenter and Riley Green. They have good probabilities, but if we're taking a home run in this game, I'd rather go Buxton or Wallner and call it a day. I would rather call it a day. Buxton against Mize, 2 homers and 9 at-bats, 5 for 9. I also don't value batter versus pitcher that much. I really don't value it that much, but these are good numbers. Like, clearly, now we're starting to get somewhere. Like, if he has 9 at-bats, it's not a lot, but 5 for 9 with 2 homers, like, clearly he's seasoned pretty well. And it's also justified by this great matchup, right? So if you're looking at the batter versus pitcher, and then you also see that the pitch mix looks good, then it makes sense if he has a really good pitch mix that he probably has really good history. He does very well versus those pitches. So those two things kind of line up. Those things line up a lot. So I don't mind Buxton today. Wallner on the other end, 1 for 8 with a homer, so not crazy. And yeah, he's got a neutral matchup. He's more of just a pure power play versus right-handed pitching. He doesn't hit for average anyway, though. He's a home run or bust kind of guy. 214 batting average, but 2.27 total bases per hit. Big power guy versus righties. Not a big average guy. So 1 for 8 with a homer, that pretty much is exactly what you would expect by looking at these numbers. Guy does live videos for Prop Finder. He just doesn't know what he's talking. I'm telling y'all, trends. Those apps are like, I don't know. It's like those types of apps, Outlier, Prop Finder, all of those. It's essentially, it's like they're doing a lot, but it's not productive. There's no productive work when you're using those tools. You're doing a bunch for no reason, essentially, if that makes sense. Now, I love Banna. Banna's awesome. I do like Banna. He's a good guy. But I do think people get sucked into some of that stuff. There is valuable information on it, for sure. There's a lot of valuable information on some of those data sites, right? Like if you're looking at like barrel rates and like kind of these types of information points I look at on mine, right? Like if you're looking at 13 homers and 192 at-bats or 2.27 total bases per hit, strikeout rates. Like these are valuable data points for sure. They're definitely valuable data points if you know how to use them. But that's why what we're doing over here is we're taking all of those data points and then we're also giving you what that means for this specific game, this specific matchup. You know what I mean? So that's the difference. Otherwise, you're just going to be looking at a bunch of different numbers. You're not going to know what any of them mean or how they affect the game tonight. You're just going to be like, oh, well, this is green. This number is green. I don't really know what it means or how it affects today's game, but it's green from his last game. Well, guess who he faced in his last game? You know what I mean? Like if a guy today is going up against, I don't know, Zach Wheeler or Tarek Skubal, but his last 5 games, he has a really good barrel rate, but his last 5 games were against bottom 5 pitchers. Doesn't mean today he's going to have a good barrel rate, you know? 12, Rockies, D-backs. So that's the thing. You got to be so careful with those sites because they don't give you any predictive value. There's no future predictive, forward-thinking data science at all. It's all look-back data that probably is not relevant to today's game. Ryan Nelson going up against Chase Dollander. Dollander, look at these numbers. Not as bad as I was expecting. The home runs are bad, though. So this is once again, and it doesn't look big. It doesn't look big when you see 4.52 versus 3.43. You're like, oh, it's only 1% more home runs per total batter faced than the average. But you got to remember, this compounds. This is 1% per batter faced. So over 14 outs, say he gets 14 outs and he gives up 5 hits. He's probably seeing around 20 to 22 batters in 14 outs. Say he sees 22 batters with some walks, some hits, whatever. That's 22% more home runs allowed over a start. So that's a lot. That compounds. 1% per batter is 22% per outing. So he does give up homers at a pretty high rate compared to the league average. That's why you see this. 35% for Ketel Marte. 34% chance for Corbin Carroll. 18% for Blaze Alexander. 17% for Lourdes Gurriel. So that's another thing that when you're just looking at research tools that don't give you any sort of output in terms of what that means for today's game, you'd look at that and you'd probably say like, oh, okay, he gives up home runs, but like then you don't really know what that means. Well, this means very high probabilities for a lot of guys to hit home runs today in this game. So I do like these two. Again, they looked good yesterday. They looked good the day before. Ketel Marte got very unlucky yesterday. Holy smokes, man. The guy hit a 420-foot out. What was it? Flied out to center. This one had me, I was like, okay, sounds good, man. No, this wasn't it. 374 feet. He had a different one, too. My God, how many times did he fly out to there we go. 415 feet. It's over the wall in this picture, but That's crazy. Unlucky there. That's the downside to Coors Field is like, yeah, it's easier to hit home runs there, but you got to hit them a lot farther too. 415, that gets it done pretty much 20 out of 30 ballparks. It's a homer, but not there. So Cattell looks good again today. He's been smacking it. Corbin looks good today. You can take anybody on the D-backs, honestly. Freeman, nothing really on the Rockies that gets me excited against Ryan Nelson. I'd probably fade them. Nothing crazy here. Rays Giants. Man, this is a long video. Sorry, y'all. I've been ranting today. I don't know. I'm on one today, I guess. Cattell and Corbin been selling. I mean, kind of, but you just saw, like, you can't get much closer than that. You really can't get much closer than that. That's just unlucky. You know? That's just unlucky. And then the day before, Corbin hit one off the wall. Like, they've just been getting real close, but just not quite there. You know what I mean? Yeah, X10K, thank you for the follow. 62 grams, thank you for the follow. Also, yeah, apologies for all the rants. I'm on one today. Giants, Rays. Oh, I don't mind the Rays today, man. I'll tell you what, plus 102 for the Rays with Adrian Hauser. Against Justin Verlander. But Verlander's kind of trash, right? Nah, he's all right. He's still pretty good with the limiting homers. He does give up a lot of hits, though, compared to league average. Mickey Moniak, not a huge fan today. I generally love Mickey Moniak. If there's anybody who's like a Mickey Moniak stan when it comes to like home runs, it's me. I would say I've had Mickey Moniak on slips more than anybody all year. Yesterday you took every Tiger for 1 HRR and it missed by 1. Damn. Sorry. You never on Mickey Mouse? Nah, dude. Mickey's been like pretty cash for me, not gonna lie. Mickey's been he's been really good for me this year. How did Soto, Cattell, and J-Ram chances look? Soto we couldn't see. We'll have to look at him after. Cattell looks good. J-Ram doesn't look that great. We're almost there to the look up everybody thing though. Giants, we don't touch Giants. I like the Rays on the money line here. Not really much for homers. It's in San Fran. Verlander doesn't give up home runs. This game is probably a pitcher's duel. Probably the Rays on the money line if you're lucky. That's about it. Not much there, man. Pretty boring. I hate games in San Fran. Padres, Dodgers. Yes, I do say about you're like, that was you? That's right. I do remember that. You're like, why do you have this no-name guy on your home run slip? And then he hit one. He hit one. I think he hit one out. I'm pretty sure he hit a home run, actually. Yeah, T-Bully, just give me 1 minute. We'll get to the overall look. I was like, dude, just trust me. Just trust me. Padres, Dodgers. No value in the money line here. Padres maybe is like a slight underdog at plus 112, but I don't love it. I do like Manny Machado against Blake Snell today. It's about it. Snell looked really good in his last start. So I'm afraid he's going to be really good again today. Ohtani, 28% chance at a homer. Pretty much the same story as yesterday. Freddie and Will Smith are decent on the pitch mix, decent on the hits, runs, and RBIs, but against Cease, I mean, they probably have some numbers against him. 2 for 12. 4 for 13. Yeah, it's all right. Ohtani, 7 for 17 with 2 homers. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of just Ohtani here for like general props. Take Ohtani for a double. If you like Ohtani for a home run, you'll love him for a double. You know what I mean? I would just rather take Ohtani to hit a double. You got the same chance as a home run, basically. Combining Carroll and Marte, thoughts? Probably gonna not do so well for you. I don't really like doing same team, same game parlay home run plays. If you're not talking home runs, yeah, it's probably a good play. But for home runs, it's always tough to get 2 guys on the same team to hit one. It's doable. They're definitely both doable, but not a huge fan. Angels, A's. We have no pitch mix here for Luis Morales. He just hasn't pitched enough. He doesn't even qualify for a pitch mix yet. So I guess A's here. I would take this game with a grain of salt for anything related to the money line or for the Angels because he does not qualify for innings to have valid data. That being said, Tyler Anderson does. Gives up a home run 2% more. 2%. So across an outing, this is like 50% more across an outing. Oh, for RBIs? Yeah, I mean, that's probably pretty solid, Moo. They could both get an RBI today. Tyler Anderson throws meatballs. Yeah, have fun. I don't even know where to start with this one. Have fun. I guess take anybody. Like this is just. I don't even have a ninth batter in here. I don't know what happened there. We lost out on a guy. We left someone behind here. I don't know who. I'll have to look. Colby Thomas, super small sample size guy. 2 for 2, 1T2. He's like a Paul DeJong play if you remember that. 2.17 total bases per hit, though. He hit one yesterday. Probably'd fade. Shea, probably going deep today. Shea's good for total bases, hits, runs, RBIs. This feels like a Shea masterclass type of game. I know he's only 2 for 10. I don't care. His pitch mix this year versus his pitch mix is really good. His rating is really good this year. Kurtz went deep yesterday. Maybe he's getting hot again. Rooker looks really good today. Soderstrom's not terrible. Thomas looks really good. I wouldn't take either of these two at the bottom here, but Tyler Soda Pop, maybe. This is tough. You could take anybody. Like this is another one. Take a bunch of hits, runs, RBIs in this one. Probably score a ton of runs. I can't really help you here. This is take anybody. All right, let's look at the top homer guys real quick here for now. This is subject to change, FYI, as lineups get confirmed, people move in the batting orders, blah, blah, blah. These change. These probabilities change. The order changes, all of it when the lineups get imported and confirmed. So, best way to stay on top of it, join rudebets.com and refresh the screen later in the afternoon. Just gave you an idea. Thanks. What is the idea? Obviously, no surprises here. Shea Langeliers, Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, Christian Yelich, Nick Kurtz, Ohtani, Rooker, Schwarber. A lot of the guys we talked about. Colson, Byron, Bush, Vaughn, Willie. Yeah, no surprises here. Some decent probabilities here at the top end, but a lot of them are on the same team, like Rooker, Kurtz, Langeliers, Ketel, and Corbin. So, don't really love that, but Shea and Carroll. Guess you're just joining the site. Nice, Seba. Welcome. Glad to have you. Shea Bangaliers, yeah, I do like Shea. You've been chasing Corbin? Yeah, it's tough. He's had some good matchups this week, too. He's had some really good matchups. I think he might come through today. Strikeout-wise, some decent guys here at the top. Sonny Zebby, Dylan Cease. Some decent guys at the top here, but tough matchup for Woo. Ryan, he's okay. Good matchup, but he's not a huge strikeout guy. Tough matchup for Snell, Fried, yeah. So, interesting day for strikeouts. A lot of guys in that 5 number. A lot of guys in the 5s. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it. All right. Appreciate y'all for watching. Seba, thank you for signing up for the site. I'll see y'all in the I'll see you in the Discord specifically, but good luck. Yeah, play around, have fun. Ask any questions that you have. Rooker's never touching your slip. Come on, man. I love Brent Rooker. But yeah, this is going to go on YouTube, so look up Rude Bets, drop a subscription. If you missed anything or you want to watch anything back, this exact stream will be on YouTube in like 20 minutes. So peace out, have a good one, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.